From angelfish to peacock cichlids, these are the most beautiful fish for freshwater aquariums. Kicking things off with the Betta Fish. These fighting fish are bred the same way as Japanese koi and goldfish. Donning a stunning array of colors and patterns, these striking species are very sought after for aquarists of all levels of experience. However, they do have a reputation for aggression, as they're also known as Siamese fighting fish. Betta thrive in a 5-gallon tank, and these fish are relatively easy to care for. We've got an upcoming care guide all about bettas that our subscribers have been asking for. Subscribe so you stay in the loop when it releases. If it's available when you watch this video, I'll have a card at the top of the video ready for you to click on. Next up is the freshwater angelfish. This species stands out as one of the world's most graceful fish. Though their color range may not be extensive, their unique body shape and elongated dorsal and anal fins have made a favorite amongst the hobbyists. Angelfish varieties span from pure white to striped and koi patterned. These fish are ideal for the peaceful community tank in your home, but their long fins may have a need for deeper aquariums to accommodate their body feature, so a tank size of 29 gallons is pretty suitable for a freshwater angelfish. Hailing from South America, we go over to the Discus fish. These boast a stunning array of vibrant colors like neon blue, red, green, and pearl shades. Known for their striking appearance, these freshwater aquarium favorites have a distinctive circular, flattened body, enhancing their appearance. You might need some experience in caring for this fish, but a good place to start would be homing them in a 75-gallon tank. We just so happen to have a comprehensive care guide on discus fish that you can check out in the card above. Guppies are one of the most popular aquarium fish. These are hardy species, resilient and easy to breed. These fish are an excellent choice for novice fish keepers. Male guppies are smaller and exhibit vibrant hues compared to the females. Guppies have various color patterns, especially on their tail and dorsal fin, and these charming fish captivate with their diversity. A good home for these freshwater fish are in a 10-gallon tank. Next up, we're gonna go to the Arowana. Arowana are probably one of the most expensive fish that you can buy in the hobby. They range from $500 to $5,000 depending on the rarity of the fish. And they go for even higher prices if you get an Asian Arowana. We're talking 6 figures. Unfortunately, only our Asian viewers can purchase these fish. Us Americans can't buy them as they're illegal due to their protected status, unless you're lucky enough to be granted a permit, of which no hobbyist has ever been granted. So don't hold your breath on that one. They're usually just granted to public aquariums or research institutions. They're large enough to grow up to 3 feet, and if you're looking for cheaper options, it's best to go to a fish store or online. The Arowana can vary in size, but they grow pretty big when they mature. This fish species have a long, slender body with an ample head and mouth. Their bodies, covered in large, shiny scales which vary from green, blue, red, or silver, feature long, flowing fins and a protruding lower jaw powerful enough to snatch up their prey whole. We know that these are prized fish due to their appearance and size, but their behavior can stand out among other tank mates as they can be pretty aggressive, so they should be kept with caution. They are carnivorous, so be sure to keep their diet in check. Make sure you've got a tank big enough to accommodate them. Around 250 gallons and an 8 feet long tank should be an ideal home for them. Next up on our list, we've got the gold Severums cichlid. We know that these fish are good for beginner aquarists if they have enough space. They're hardy and would do well with different water conditions, and they're generally peaceful, just as long as their tank mates are bigger than their mouths. Their appearance adds appeal and makes them an ideal fish in the tank. Severums cichlids feature a large oval-shaped head and compressed bodies with a gold color outlining their entire frame, flecked with burnt orange spots across a large part of their body and their fins. These colors are more apparent in young fry, and they get duller as they age. While generally peaceful, they can also be relatively aggressive, and to minimize that behavior, a Severums cichlid would do best in a 55-gallon tank. In lucky number 7, we have Hemichromis Exsul, commonly known as the Turkana jewel cichlid. These are a semi-aggressive East African species. These miniature cichlids boast stunning colors that enhance your tank's beauty with their vivid red hue and neon blue spots. These species are generally peaceful compared to other jewel cichlids. One must choose carefully and wisely when picking out a companion for the Turkana cichlid. These fish have a tendency to become aggressive during breeding season. These fish are omnivorous and will thrive well in a tank of 29 gallons or more. Our next fish is the Gardneri Killifish, which is a small fish species. While these fish are somewhat colorful, they bear a resemblance to its relative, the blue Gularis killi. While this fish is less ornate than the other killifish species, it's a pretty good fish for a straightforward aquarium setup with less focus on aesthetic. Killifish are pretty forgiving when it comes to different water conditions, and they have personalities as colorful as their appearance. Although males do have a tendency to be aggressive towards each other, especially during breeding, so it's best to maintain a good male-to-female ratio if you're considering keeping them in your tank. The Gardneri Killifish can thrive in nano tanks under 20 gallons. The Maulana Bicolor Peacock is a cichlid in Lake Mawali, Africa. Males have an electric blue hue with a yellow or orange stripe just behind their head. Females, on the other hand, have dual brown colors and are quite the challenge when you try to distinguish them from other female peacocks. Unlike the other cichlid species from the peacock family, the Maulana fish are known as a peaceful fish species. They're also known to foster good relationships with other tank mates. These omnivorous peacock cichlid are easy to care for and easy to breed as well, and the best possible home for these fish is found in a 55-gallon tank. Next, we have the Geophagus Altifrons. If you're looking for a peaceful centerpiece fish suitable for the spacious aquarium, do consider Geophagus Altifrons. This fish is known for its stunning appearance and peaceful temperament. This eye-catching South American cichlid is a colorful species that features elongated tassel-like fin extensions. Apart from its appearance, one of its remarkable attributes of this cichlid lies in its feeding behavior. The Geophagus filters the substrate. While this is great for keeping a sandbed clean, their large mouths can pose a threat to much smaller tank mates. It's ideal to maintain a group of 6 if ever you decide to keep this fish. This fish is also omnivorous, so a good balanced diet of meaty proteins and vegetables can keep them healthy. Their ideal home would be in a 150-gallon tank, since these fish can span up to 10 inches when they mature. Let's take a quick step back and talk about what makes a fish beautiful. We can separate this into several categories: color, patterns, fins, and body shape. Let's start with color. Fish exhibit a spectrum of colors from deep black to pristine white, with countless shades in between and all the colors of the rainbow. Some are vibrant and shiny, while others have dual and faded colors. But each species has their own charm that makes them an attractive addition to your tank. Next up, patterns. Apart from colors, fish species display a captivating pattern array, from spots, blotches, and stripes even. It's also important that fish have their own specific patterns, as this is their form of identity that distinguishes them from different fish species. And lastly, fins and body shape or size. Fins have an important role of helping the fish navigate through the body of water that they're in. Some aquarists have cultivated fish species with exceptionally long and ornate fins. Some species boast naturally remarkable fins nonetheless. A fish's body is also a feature that can add to the beauty of its appearance. This is going to help you in terms of choosing a tank for your fish, as some may be good as a background pet, while others might be ideal as the centerpiece fish. Speaking of centerpiece fish, we've got a video all about them that you can check out in the card above. And there we go. Want some more? We've got a more comprehensive list on our channel and our blog post. Visit our website for so much more. Subscribe, like, and hit that notification button. Or better yet, click on the next video to your right. You know you want to.